Thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think Frank Gore runs on doubt. And what I mean is, he's 33, and everyone keeps thinking this is the end, yet he keeps going.
I think something that gets overlooked, though, to your point, most rushing yards of anybody currently in the NFL.
Amazing. Big-time career.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Completed pass on second up.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. Stays on his feet. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the counter, it's Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Marshawn Coppridge, 41 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now here's McCluster. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Derrick Henry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Mariota now on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now here's McCluster. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, it's Gore. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's the 5th-year man, Robert Turman. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try the air now with Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and 2, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now on second down, this is Gore. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On second down, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that then, right?
Well, that's for sure. Then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A give to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd down, Mariota. And there's a flag on the play. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Holding, offense. Still 2nd down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Check.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Mariota. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From his goal line here, Luck surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
On first down, Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 18 on that one. And the Colts are going to have a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. It can totally... change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Titans getting set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big run by the rookie, Henry. 45 yards on the ground. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here we go.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marshawn Coppridge with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
A good pickup there at 22.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And underneath here to McCluster. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Canty in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this will be caught. It's Matthews for a Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief left side. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. Target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Locke. He's got time in the pocket, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Throwing is Locke. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the two.
thing that like goes around 360, right?
Yeah, one of the, it has the orange thing on it.
But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To the air again. Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a...
People are so dumb to get engaged before they even have families. This show. Like, you can't get engaged before you meet their kids. It's crazy.
I think I cooked them just right. They're not overcooked. Ideally, this is supposed to have a little more, they call them
butter deed, which is like a reduced butter. It removes the water, but you can substitute olive oil. So I just use that. A really small thing of butter and the rest is olive oil. Oh my god.
Are you gonna watch your game?
You want me to finish it? I have 4 minutes
Right.
left.
I just didn't realize you were gonna wait. It's fine, you can go.
When you're not upstairs to work out, Mo ran around the stairs.
Minnie?
4 times.
Do you want me gone?
No, maybe he was just happy to be home. Or he rumbled Horton. We're gonna double trouble left out. I'm so happy they like the loft.
Mm-hmm. Piggy's in the loft.
It's a pig loft. Do you like it this way better than that rice pasta dish with it?
Yeah.
Careful, I got a lemon seed in mine. That was really good. And it wasn't all just garlic, it had some fresh red pepper in it and some paprika.
I think it's maybe 1 or 2 more Christine.
Christine?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, only Christine. but he did preface it by saying he doesn't know what he means.
I like how I asked for like 1 or 2 and 3.
1 plus 2 equals 3.
I really hope I wasn't supposed to be doing this because I don't know how to do it now.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So the chain gang now done for the drive, ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good mood.
And they'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. Kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And he goes out of bounds.
downs, it looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 50, it's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st and 10, Locke finding time. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again is Locke. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Luck on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One last throw here for Locke. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.